Back even before the beginning of history, man was seeking to solve the insoluble mystery of just how to keep a woman contented, which accounts for how many things first got invented. In the year 2,407, BC that is, on April 11th, man invented for woman, as a token of loathe, the stove. And on June 22nd, 1,000,000 years later, the refrigerator. And so it went throughout the eons, as women, rebelling at being peons, kept inspiring menfolk one way or another to make things easier for wife and mother. A well with a bucket was all very well, but a windmill saved lots of carrying. While putting some pipes and a sink in the house made young girls think more kindly of marrying. As time went on, woman got more help, thanks to hubby's love and lenience. And her lot improved as he figured out convenience on convenience. But about this time, man got really wise and made a smart transition. He left the job of such research to the industrial technician. Soon things required to give his spouse a place to work and thrive in were as skillfully planned as the automobile he bought himself to drive in. And so it was a concept grew one might call kitcheneering. As to kitchens came the principles of research engineering. While at first their concentration was on refrigeration, other helps to better living followed there. And as fruits of research sciences, more and more household appliances bore the symbol of perfection, Frigidaire. A still further advancement for the housewife's enhancement was designing entire kitchens every annum, bringing even greater beauty as they lessened wifely duties, which was really why they started in to plan them. Now, the dreams of daughters and their boyfriends take a different turn. It's the future and their place in it that is their chief concern. As the boy next door has visions of that car he'll own, not borrow, so she prefers to see them both in the kitchen of tomorrow. In this kitchen, of course, the research advances have gone even farther than today's went, so that getting to work with them every day will be surely a source of amazement. To help prepare her dinner, there's Assistant Scientific in a magic recipe maker any wife will find terrific. From 1,000 different recipes, one's automatically selected, and there before their very eyes, conveniently projected. If it's a cake she chooses to make, there's no problem of measuring ingredients, just a button to press. Wait a minute or less, and the job is all done with expedience. For deliveries from milkman or butcher or baker, no wife has to go to the door now. They can make their deliveries from outside the house, which releases her just that much more now. The provision for storage of foods that are perishable is cherishable. Since this kitchen also includes a device refrigerational, sensational. Pots will boil in an instant on her marble-top range, but its surface behavior is quite wonderfully strange, for it's cold to the touch, and with the switch off, she's able to use it at once as a counter or table. And as for an oven to cook a bird or a ham or a roast delectable, she has it now right out in sight with special controls selectable. A serving cart that has a motor can prove a most convenient toter right to the table from the range or sink. While a beverage dispenser provides a quick, convenient, answer to the question of what anyone wants to drink. But no matter how delicious, every dinner still has dishes. That problem old that used to be so chronic. But this device, by the 3rd minute after dishes are put in it, has them washed by silent sound waves, ultrasonic. Yes, a dream can seem real, and the future appeal to a girl, though it's all just pretending. And she'll like it still more if that boy from next door should have dreams with a similar ending. And while we are looking at things of today and tomorrow with admiration, industrial research is looking ahead an entire generation. One of our greatest research centers, its extensive attention is giving to 1976 and how families then will be living. Some improvements they're planning may seem quite drastic, and some of the appliances, all but fantastic. Yet these things are based on actual trends and following those trends to their logical end. To see what living may be like a generation hence, let us thence. And take one home of 76, for example, as a sample. In meeting the family that will live in this house, you may well be beguiled with a laugh. For the average family in 76 will, they say, be a child and a half. But we'll take the liberty with Junior as we meet him to complete him. Now, a housewife has always had problems, though she couldn't always just word them. But for her to complain of the work in this house, a reductio ad absurdum. Special sheets which at night make sleepers feel dozable, or like everyday dishes, simply disposable. The wife of the future can plan meals for a week by selecting the menus she wishes. A special recorder will remember her order for each of these dishes delicious. In case she should find this task to be even a little boring, a wave of the hand, and she's on the phone to a friend in a city foreign. In fact, her life's so simple now, there's little fuss or bother, and hardly a family problem at all, save the eternal problem, father. For as he rides home in his pilotless car, he remembers a matter quite trivial. He invited the boss plus his wife out tonight for dinner and an evening convivial. It's news, of course, that wives at home are always glad to hear, especially at 6 o'clock when dinner time is near. The menu change? That's not too tough, thanks to a telephone arrangement. For Dad himself can dial the change, thus avoiding a wifely estrangement. If the washing of Junior should now appear urgent, the shower's a fog spray that's mildly detergent. And then there's an oil spray and hot air for drying, till he's clean as an angel, without even trying. And as for his clothes, which are somewhat a mess, there's a remarkably simple solution. The cleaning device, which is part of this house, eliminates work and confusion. To set the table, she'll be able merely to wave her hand. And tonight, she wishes her antique real dishes, since for guests, they are being grand. The guests arrived and ready to eat. The actual serving is quick and neat. The bulk of the meal, all prepared, deliciously fine and edible, comes out at just the appointed time, in a manner all but incredible. Each course a pleasure, and right along with them, a hi-fi recorder provides perfect rhythm. But one thing of the future still won't have changed radically. The juniors of families still will act up sporadically. Late to bed and early to rise is the fate of many working guys. But that he will sleep better is hardly debatable, with the bed of the future that's uniquely inflatable. One side can be firm, the other soft. It's a matter of regulation. And all through the night, they'll have climate just right, thanks to overhead ray radiation. Also above them, a special TV screen, where not only programs, but the kids can be seen. to be sure Junior's sleeping and safe in his bed, and remonstrate quite gently if he's playing instead. Get to bed! And then to sleep peacefully all through the nighttime, to be waked in the morning just at the right time, and not by a shout or a whistle or ringing, but an alarm that is meadowlarks cheerfully singing. And if he's immune to their joyful insistence, he'll be able to count on his offspring's assistance. And one can presume that with other inventions, there'll be one not yet planned that receives their attention. But one thing is certain, all kidding aside, about the home of the future as we've shown it. It's being planned now, and the new ideas tried will be great for the people who own it. Such research in the past has a present reflection in a convenience-packed kitchen that's a whole new conception. Its units combined in design and production to coordinate style and for ease of construction. This Frigidaire kitchen's a builder's delight, and housewives will praise it by day and by night. But the road still goes forward, and far though they've gone, engineers and research men will keep striving on. For by looking ahead to the future this way, they are keeping ahead with products today. And with research men everywhere, there's one great tradition. It's to look to tomorrow with hope and with vision.
O Sistema de Televisão Brasileiro, SBT, não tem isso. A FACHEL Videos tem. Se o SBT não tem, a FACHEL Videos tem e já dublou. Chaves e Chapolin, do México ao Chile. No Show, Jingle e Dango, no Chile. Um sorteio especial, no show Jingle e Dango, no Chile. Foi uma transmissão local do Chile em preto e branco, em 1977, no Chile. Em 2024, o show ganhou uma versão colorida. Veja aqui no YouTube, OK Who e Bibli. Nos vídeos da FACHEL. Nos vídeos da FACHEL. Nos vídeos da FACHEL. Nos vídeos da FACHEL.
Moedinhas e chocolate pan é um tesouro bem gostoso de comer. Moedinhas e chocolate pan é uma delícia, todo mundo vai querer. Lá em casa das cestinhas não pode faltar. A criançada se diverte, ninguém para de comer. Moedinhas e chocolate pan é uma delícia, todo mundo vai querer. Chocolate pan, fazendo seus momentos inesquecíveis.
FACHEL Vídeos. Aqui o mundo assiste.